G'day folks, here are 10 album covers that just scream heavy metal. G'day folks, Jeff here, welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd do a midweek quickie, just for the hell of it. This is a response video to George G's Room of Rock. He came up with a great idea to basically just show 10 album covers that just scream heavy metal. So I highly encourage you to check out his channel. It's an excellent one, lots of rock and metal stuff on it. I'll put the link below to it and the original video as well. So yeah, it's just a standard challenge sort of one. I decided not to do death metal ones because, vast majority of my collection screams heavy metal, to tell the truth. I was actually thinking of doing the reverse version of albums that don't scream heavy metal, so then they'd just be like boring blue covers and so on. So I thought, why not? I'll do this, but I'll do it with all my, OG 80s sort of thrash kind of ones, just for the hell of it. Why not? There was the early days where I was getting into metal, so why not? So anyway, let's get into it. First up, I've got one that, you might not recognize. This band, you don't really hear much about them. This is a old California band called Uncle Slam. They were kind of like a thrash crossover-y kind of band, so think kind of, Suicidal Tendencies, Excel, or No Mercy sort of style. Pretty bloody good. Pretty sure the drummer is Amory Smith, who was in Suicidal, so yeah, it's good bloody stuff. But yeah, look at this bloody cover. You got Uncle Sam with long hair and a beard and robot arm. He's got a guitar with a bloody bayonet on it. Crazy factories pumping out smoke in the background. He's got a weird looking gun. He's holding $1,000 bills, studded wristband, of course, and yeah, metal as bloody hell. So the back is not too bad as well. You see a bit more of that very stylish looking guitar with some poor chap there. I don't know. Not sure what's going on. So good bloody album, this one. As you can see, I have owned this for a long time. The top is sticky taped together, which is probably not ideal. I probably should glue that, something a bit better. So that's the first one. And while we're doing sort of crossover-y, thrashy kind of ones, yeah, good old MOD with their Surf and Mod album, which I seem to recall is pretty bloody shit, actually. But that covers, that screams heavy metal, that's for sure. I don't know what else it'd scream. So yeah, this is, the back does not particularly. It's like the band on the beach wearing shorts, jumping around looking like idiots. So yeah, it's a surfing themed album, and it's like a soundtrack side without the movie. So I don't think there is even a movie this relates to. They just did I don't know. I seem to recall it's crap, which is why I have not listened to it for a long time. But hey, you get that stylish cover art. All right, next up, we'll go to Germany. They've got many a classic. So, and part of the reason why I wanted to do this sooner rather than later is because everyone else will steal all my good ideas. So I have watched a batch of these, and I don't think I've seen any of these in there. So who knows? There probably other YouTubers who've picked them, but yeah, classic one. Can't go past Destruction with their Mad Butcher EP. I mean, look at that. Beautiful cover. It's got it all. Guy with a bloodstained meat cleaver. He looks crazy as hell there. You got a picture of the band up there looking like Aha for some reason. Yeah, pile of guts with flies on it or something. Teddy bear in the background for some unknown reason. So yeah, that screams heavy metal. And on the back you got the boys in full leather and bloody bullet belts, looking very thrash. So yeah, it's killer little EP, that's for sure. So while in Germany, you'll probably guess the next two. Really, they're pretty obvious. But the band at any rate. So yeah, I could have picked any of their covers, but I've always really liked this one. This is created with their Out of the Dark Into the Light. I think that's what it's called. Maybe it's just Out of the Dark. This is pretty useless EP, really. It's got a couple of songs, one of which is a cover, and then some live tracks. It's the cover art's the highlight, I reckon. But this is Phil Lorvier, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, who did Pleasure to Kill and a ton of cool ass covers. And yeah, this is stylish as hell. There's no way you wouldn't think that's heavy metal. On the back, the boys looking pretty good, Tritzy and mid bang. So yeah, worthwhile just to have. It's really not mandatory, but the cover art's cool. And then there's several I could have picked for this, and yeah, but Sodom, Agent Orange. How tough is that? And you got to see the full gatefold effect, really. So, it's a bomber with dude firing his, chain guns or whatever at some probably unlucky, I don't know, VCs, I'm assuming, if it's Agent Orange, they're obviously dumping on them. So, plus you got their mascot dude. I don't know, has he actually got a name? Yeah, that bloke with the hefty ass bloody M203. I love it. It's beautiful. And killer bloody album as well. So I could have used whatever the album, Persecution Mania, because it's got the same guy on it and it's pretty friggin' tough as well. But yeah, can't go past a gatefold. I think the inside, yeah, it's just relatively boring live stuff, but yeah, that cover's so tough. And don't know if that guy's muscly enough either. So yeah, pretty bloody killer. Next up we have a sort of cartoony one, which you might think, it's not the toughest, but yeah, good old Macabre and their Grim Reality first EP that I think it was like 88 or 89 or something. Oh, 87, sorry, it says on the back. So yeah, it's rather bright coloured and so on, but if you look at it, and thankfully it comes with handy little black and white version with actually who is who on it. So obviously that's Henry Lee Lucas. I actually was wondering if it was what's his name? God, I've forgotten his name now. I was just reading up on how horrible he was, but that really tall serial killer guy, co-ed killer, whatever his name is. But no, that's Henry Lee Lucas, who, let's read it. Occupation: drifter, sadist killer. Fun facts: claimed to have killed over 360 people in a variety of fashions, including one which is said to have filleted. Charming. So then down here we got Son of Sam. That's fairly obvious. I mean, there is a song called Son of Sam. And there's also a couple of other ones that are included on here. Son of Sam, homicidal psychopath. He claimed that his father Sam was a brute who beat his family while drunk and ordered David to go out and kill. Berkowitz, who was determined to be a paranoid schizophrenic, lived alone in a room lit by a naked bulb and slept on a bare mattress. Scrawled on his walls were messages such as, "In this hole lives the wicked king. Kill for my master, and I turn children into killers." Down here we've got a good old mate Ed Gein. With thankfully not the Eat It Ed's t-shirt that they charmingly put out. Occupation: farmer, gravedigger, necrophiliac, murderer, cannibal. In his house, police found 4 human noses in a cup, pair of lips dangling on a string, 9 death masks, 10 heads sawed off above the eyebrows, body parts and organs that added up to 15. He also kept a very well-stocked fridge. But yeah, and the prime one really is good old Mr. Albert Fish. And who does get a song. Mr. Albert Fish was children your favourite dish on this one as well. So yeah, his occupation: painter, handyman, kidnapper, murderer, cannibal. Fun facts: made stew out of children. It was said it took Fish 9 days to consume 12-year-old Grace Budd. Oh, isn't that just charming? So yeah. There's no way you couldn't look at that. I mean, aside from the fact it's got a gigantic bloody nuclear radiation sort of symbol on it, so, and they look like maniacs and strangely fisheye picture. So yeah, this is freaking awesome. Next up, yeah, an obvious band, and every one of their album covers look metal as hell, but yeah, you don't see this one all that often. So yeah, Slayer. Postmortem 12-inch that came out, I assume it was after Rain in Blood. Always loved the reverse photo. Who proofs these things? And the weird, like, the different S Slayer logo. I'm assuming maybe that's because they got in trouble for Angel of Death, because it's the lyrics are a bit sketch, but so yeah, I mean they left it on the front, of course, but yeah, classic cool one. Grave, Rain in Pain on it, and the proper logo, and yeah, killer stuff. All right, next up, yes, this is a tribute to the poor chap who left us recently, Ozzy. And I don't have all of his albums, and honestly, I find the Diary of a Madman and Bark at the Moon rather comical, but this one, I always kind of like this one. Not that I don't, the albums, it's all right. It's not my favourite by any means, but that artwork's friggin' killer. I don't know who did it. Must say somewhere. Let me just have a quick squiz. No, it doesn't appear to. It's a bit of a rip-off. But you do get a manic shot of Aussie looking like he's had some fun that day before the photo shoot, I think. But yeah, look at that cover. It's friggin' killer. On the back, you get a close-up on Aussie's head. So yeah, there's no way you wouldn't think that's metal as hell. I love the woman's hair. It's bloody awesome. Plus, of course, there's a nuclear explosion in the background. Why not? What the hell? But while digging this out, just out of my shelf, I realised I didn't even realise I owned Blizzard of Oz on record as well. So that's a damn fine cover as well. You got, what is that, like bloody goat's horns in the background and skull. Is that like a bath or something? Or no, it's just smoke. Yeah, I totally forgot I actually bought this album. So this is on the back, not super metal looking, but I mean, he's holding a cross. Pretty metal. I mean, it's Aussie, for God's sake. But I noticed when I pulled it out, it's got like this little blurb down here, which is like, the record-buying public of Australia have been purchasing LP records since they were introduced back in 1948. Throughout nearly 4 decades, your LP record has been packaged in a polythene bag. Techniques have changed in recent years, and in line with these changes, your LP is now packed in a white paper sleeve. We have adopted this new presentation that was introduced in the USA and other countries many years ago to standardised production facilities in Australia. Please be assured that this new package will not affect the quality of our product, which is of a worldwide standard. In fact, the new paper sleeve enables easier insertion of the record and reduces problems of static found in polythene bags. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see how many scratches are on this. Very, oh no, it doesn't look too bad. Oh no, I can see a hell of a lot there. Anyway, I digress. All right, so rest in peace, Aussie. You're an absolute legend. Next up is one that's, I think this is, 1988. Sadist with their first album, Illusions. This is the one that was rebadged as Chemical Exposure with a shitty cover for some reason. Look at that. That's bloody awesome. I mean, ridiculous cover as well, but you're not going to think that's any other style by any means. So, I think I have shown this one before. I was trying not to show stuff I've shown before, but yeah, this one's a ripper. I still find it bizarre that I bought this in Canberra of all places, and there's like 1,000 or so of them pressed. No idea how it got there. I still reckon Lucy from Arm and Angel. I'll blame him. So that's good old Sadist. So, why not? We'll do 11. What the hell? This one's fairly obvious. There's no way you're not thinking this is heavy metal. And good old Venom, Welcome to Hell. I mean, if the front with a bloody goat and pentagram and cool-ass lettering and Welcome to Hell, if that doesn't sell you enough, now you got some dudes on the back standing around in a bog or marsh somewhere. Old mate Mantis with a hatchet for some reason. Couldn't afford a big axe. Oh, no, actually, that's right. I think these boys are actually holding what looks like an old, cool-ass axe, possibly. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, metal as hell. So last up, we're going to pick a band that, I've never been the hugest fan of these guys. It's one of those bands I probably should have got into when I was younger. And I did sort of hear occasional bits of them, but not enough. So, good old Wasp. So this is their first album. Pretty friggin' metal cover. Ridiculous plastic bloody skeleton up the back, but yeah, he's got bloody saw blades on his arm. That was always the coolest fucking thing with those guys. Chris Holmes looks like a maniac there. This bloke's going hard. He's just trying to look sultry. And there's like bones and skulls and shit everywhere, and plus some rather silly looking eyes. Those eyes are way too far apart, like it's not in scale. Plus the boy's looking pretty metal on the back. Pretty damn metal, really. I always loved whatever the hell that stupid thing on his chest was. It's bloody awesome. But I'm not going to that one. I decided, we're going to go with this one. Good old Animal Fuck Like a Beast, which is, very subtle album cover, but you're not missing what the hell that is. I mean, even those guys are sort of glam. They're still pretty bloody metal. And yeah, I like the subtle censoring of the just put your finger over the letter U, and plus the pictures on the back are gold as well. Like kill someone with the axe. It's Blackie's got a skull. This mate looks tough, and yeah, real tough. It's just so ridiculously beautiful. I bought this even though I'm not. I think I got this before I got the other album, actually, just for that cover. It's just beautiful. And so I will end on a rather ridiculous one, and I think half of these I bought them because I knew the band, really. I wasn't sold on the album cover. It's like, well, it's Creator. Of course I'm going to friggin' buy it. But this one I'm fairly certain, I don't know, it's kind of hard to remember. It's like 35 years old. So this is kind of death thrash more, but this one I'm pretty certain I did buy without having even heard it. Maybe I'd heard of them or something, but with that album cover, which now I find kind of comical, really, I gotta say. I've shown this cover before, but it's a friggin' awesome album, of course. So yeah, good old Demolition Hammer. And yeah, there's no way you're thinking that's anything other than heavy metal. Plus on the back, boys looking tough. You've got the Daisy Dukes and the leg tattoos. Good old, what's his name? Vinny Days. Rest in peace, mate. So yeah, excellent stuff. So yeah, just fun little thing. As I said, I could show, 90% of my collection would be horrible metal album covers. So, but I thought, yeah, why not? That was a bit of fun. So thanks, George G's Room of Rock. I appreciate the excellent challenge. So yeah, as I said, check out his channel below. I'll probably do another video this weekend. I gotta do my next collection update because it's not quite as big as usual, but I'm sure I'll still drag it out for a while. This one I'd planned on doing as a short, but no doubt it'll be like 15, 20 minutes long. But oh well. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.